Okay. We're back for more Fate Grand Order Ordeal Call 2. Now, I may be able to finish the rest of that Ordeal Call 2 because we're nearly ending of the story of this. You may be wondering, I'm outside of the world map of the Japanese area. You thought this would be over? No, it's not, because as that Monte Cristo was telling me, like, time to wake up, I was like, wait, I'm not done yet. I still have things to do to finish this, wrap this up. So, yeah, that last episode was that, Monte Cristo was my father, and he killed his own family, mother, sister, and Kyrie, because he wants to prove my, anger and revenge of that. So, yeah, and then, of course, all of my servants, that is, like, Saleri, Tyra, and Jolter, just somehow disbanded away from me. They have to do their own things, which obviously just feels kind of weird. It's like, why would you want to leave me behind? It's like, well, I can't do it anymore. I just have, like, some things to take care of that. So, obviously, it could be, like, maybe brainwashed or corrupted or somehow that Avengers might not be into it. But who knows? They might be coming back later in the next sections of that. Looks like I'm on section 23, return on the outside of Japan world map. Let's jump right in. Oh, infirmary.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like your brainwave activity is within standard ranges now, and it seems you're conscious again as well. Everything's okay. There's nothing to worry about.
Welcome back, Senpai. I'm so relieved you made it back to Chodea. And more importantly, that you're not hurt. Oh, but then, of course you wouldn't be physically injured, would you? We still don't know exactly what happened, but we have a good approximation. According to Transmetrius 2, this was a REM incident similar to Shimosa. It looks like your mind and your soul were transported to a kind of singularity where you... Mash? Cover your eyes with your hands. Senpai? Are you okay, Senpai? Excuse me, nurse. Could you run another check on his vitals, please? And hurry! Senpai, can you hear me, Senpai? Please, listen to me. If you're in pain right now, you need to tell us where, as specifically as you can. We're still in the infirmary, so whatever it is, we can treat it immediately. If you're in severe pain, we can get you something to help with that, and... I'm sorry. I'm okay. Really. Huh? Mash. What about you? Are you okay? Are you hurt at all?
No, Senpai. I'm perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with me at all. I'm okay, Senpai. I'm not hurt. You don't have to worry about me. Everything's fine. My vitals are all green and everything. Welcome back, Senpai. Welcome home.
Yeah, okay. Next. No fights throughout the Arrow 4.
What a fascinating situation. I thought we had not seen any large-scale singularity since we began monitoring our Foundation of Humanity rating. But now, it seems one developed in Sopra's mind of all places. Physically, he is perfectly healthy, but his magical energy has been severely depleted, and he had used up all 3 of his command spells as well. This latest singularity must have been quite the ferocious battleground. But the most But the most noteworthy thing has to be that
The FOH board is changing. Again? It hasn't settled down yet, but it's looking like it may go all the way up to C minus. Maybe even C. I can't believe the FOH board is changing on its own again. And not just once, but twice, you say? Sure did. It has just been one fascinating incident after another lately.
Oh yes, I could not agree more.
Well, I could. Less, that is. I'd call this frightening, not fascinating. We still have no idea why our FOH grade changed the first time, and here it goes changing again while we're not even looking. Why does it keep going up like this? And why does it always have to be such a surprise?
We never had any direct control over that. Given what has happened so far, we should expect it to happen again.
I agree. No! Do you have any idea how much my heart seizes up anytime anyone starts a sentence with, "Oh hey, the FOH board just..."
I know, Gordy. I get it. Did you want to go to the infirmary?
I have a regular checkup there once a week. They even said my cholesterol was down last time. Man, they're still going at it. I get why the director's worked up, but if you go talk to him now, you're probably going to be stuck here for a while. So, I think your report can wait. Besides, look at you. You're still in your hospital gown and slippers. I'm honestly surprised you came straight here from the infirmary. I know you take your job seriously, but come on, give yourself a break. Why don't you go get your vitals checked one more... Okay. Why don't you go get your vitals checked one more time, then restock your command spells in the engine room? Once that's done, you can grab something to eat, and then just turn in for the day. I mean, you only just got back from a singularity, right? You've got to be exhausted. Look at Da Vinci. Oh, you're wondering about Da Vinci? She was a little unsteady for a while, but she's been more stable lately. Did you need to talk to her? No, that's okay.
Senpai! I see. So you already replenished your command spells. That must have been tiring. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you. Are you having dinner now?
I was going to. Actually, wait. That was my plan, but it looks like no one's here. Is it because...
Yes. It's always kind of lonesome whenever the heroic spirits aren't here.
That's for sure.
Right. The Stormborder does have several powerful magical reactors. But of course, it takes a lot of magical energy to keep the heroic spirit materialized all the time. So just like in the Antarctic base, we need to conserve our magical energy as much as possible. And of course, multiple constant materializations require even more energy. So except for irregular occasions when we need heroic spirits in the physical environment to strengthen their spirit urgings, we just can't afford to keep them around all the time.
Well, if the kitchen crew aren't here, I'll just have a combat ration.
Oh, no need for that. The kitchen servant throws plenty of meals for us, just always. We have plenty of A, B, C, and D sets, and 2 special A and B varieties as well. Please, choose whatever you like. I have the B set yesterday myself. It was miso simmered mackerel, and it was really delicious.
I see. Okay, A is Western, B is Japanese, C is Chinese, D is a combo. What are the special A and B sets like?
I believe the special A set is Latin American, and the special B is set. Okay, what? I was wrong. I believe the special A set is Latin American and the special B set is Indian. Emil left a note for us that we can check to make sure.
Did you already eat MASH?
No, I was actually about to have dinner myself. Would you like to join me, Senpai?
Of course. Maybe I'll try one of the specials.
Okay.
You finish your early dinner, and in that same spirit, go to bed early as well. You lie down in your bed. It's a little harder than the one you had in Pseudo Tokyo. You don't close your eyes, so I find you're myself staring up at the ceiling. That doesn't last. You may not be physically tired, but you did use a lot of magical energy during your battles in Pseudo Tokyo. And that was enough to leave you thoroughly exhausted. And so, in no time at all, you fall asleep. Remember your path. Remember why you're here. In the rifts between your dreams, you catch glimpses of a certain Avenger's story. You see how the white-haired man, hell-bent on revenge, lived his life. You witness scenes unfold like a scrapbook with missing photos or a movie watched while half asleep. These images, reaching you through your magical energy connection, must be the last fragments of his memory. It began in betrayal. I was falsely accused of a terrible crime. The court, indifferent to law and justice, made no effort to judge my innocence. Instead, it stripped me of my every freedom. I was imprisoned in the tower of the Chateau d'If, a prison famous for being hell on earth. I lost friendships, trust, even love. In their absence was only darkness, despair, grief, tears. That is where the flames began to burn. The flames of revenge went on to become the sole driving force in my life. They were everything to me, all I had. And then, there, in the depths of hell, I found my destiny. There was a priest who became my salvation. He taught me many things, and eventually, I finally made my escape. And then I set out upon the path of blood. Caught between gratitude and despair, the flames of my vengeance burned brighter than ever, their smoke signaling the start of my battle. The worth of the treasure I claimed from that island, bearing Christ's name, was beyond counting. It, along with the terrifying power of the abyss, were the greatest weapons I could ever ask for. Before I knew it, I had become a demon hell-bent on revenge, and even my hair had turned white to suit this change. Soon, I will put my enemies in Paris through the same hell I faced. My path is blood and flame. Any who would stand in my way will have no mercy. The first to interfere with my revenge was a dead apostle, one who feasted on fresh blood. The second was the Deathstorm King, newly awakened from his long slumber. The third was a fraudulent prince who resided in the Tatar mountains. I incinerated them all. I can't stop now. How could I? My flames will never die. My darkness, my despair, my grief, my tears. I'll burn it all to the ground. I cannot stop at Paris. I must go on to the rest of France, Europe. No. No. I can't stop there either. I must take my vengeance on any who had ties to my sworn enemies. No. All those tied to my personal hell. No. I must take my vengeance on everything. I won't stop until my flames have reduced all the world to ash. I will use my body and soul as kindling if I must. So burn it all down. Yes, my flames now burn without end. They will never stop for anything. At least, so I believe. That is the fate to which I resigned myself. Yes, this is revenge. This is the path of blood and flame I chose to walk. However, Count. I stopped at the very end. You. There was something I thought I lost. There was something I thought lost. Something that now exists only deep inside me, faint and flickering. Are you really going to throw it all away? Have you truly no more use for love? That's right. It was because of love that I left all my fire behind in the wake of my revenge. In exchange for my body, my mind, and my soul. Who's there? Are you the one who's been showing me these dreams? You've been with me this whole time, haven't you? You were there with me in Pseudo Tokyo. I'll ask again. Who are you? So, you could hear me. Yes, I have been with you this whole time. Sometimes, I've been in the shadow at your feet. Sometimes, I've been right behind you. Sometimes, I spoke aloud while watching you. But I didn't think you noticed. I'm sorry. That's not true. Oh, what the hell?
There were a number of times I heard your voice, but pretended I did not. I suppose you didn't notice me. I'm sorry.
I have come here via
a ray shift.
So this is where I've come? It feels more like someone called me here? To Tokyo? Who are you?
I'm the only scraps that remain of his heart, feelings, memories, and regrets. I am the culmination of one man's revenge. The Count of Monte Cristo, formerly known as Edmond Dantes, a solitary soul inscribed in the throne. I am the light he saw beyond his hatred, his gratitude, and his love. I am what he lost and may never regain. I am the last fragment of his thoughts and feelings. My name is Haiti. I've been watching you from the recesses of his spirit urgent.
Haiti? Interesting. Haiti.
Now that he's gone away, there's almost nothing of me left. It won't be long before I disappear. So before that happens, I wanted to ask you something, So Frost. You used his flames yourself. You've also faced and overcome them. And you chose not to walk the path he did. So now, in this moment, on this quiet night, what is it you wish for?
The Avengers in Marvel movie. The souls who aren't here right now. I want to see them again.
Why is that?
Because... Woo! Oh, come on, that bit of a cliffhanger at this end of that. Arrow 3.
Sorry to intrude. I heard voices coming from your room, but I can see you're alone. Were you just talking to yourself?
Not exactly. She was some kind of spirit, I think.
So you are hallucinating? How odd. There was no mention of hallucinatory side effects for any of your medication in Nemo Nurse's report.
It wasn't anything like that.
I see. By the way, have you noticed? It doesn't seem Mash or the others have.
Notice what?
Mr. Dantes is nowhere to be seen. And not just him. Everyone calling themselves an Avenger appears to have vanished from the ship.
Could it be because they're conserving power right now?
No. I know many servants are staying out of sight at the moment. This is not that. It is not a matter of being visible or invisible. I'm talking about presence, aura, things of that nature. That's strange. It's not like me to use such occult terminology. Still, that is what I feel, so that is what I'm telling you. All of the Avenger servants have vanished.
Then, are they gone from the Spirit Urgent Graph too?
Spirit Urgent Graph? What's that? Is there something occult? Well, never mind. As I was saying, the Stormboarder is a ship. A very big ship, to be sure, but a ship nonetheless. And as with any ship, there will be inevitably passengers who disembark for one reason or another. That is simply how it is with ships. Someone gets on and they must eventually get off. So, have you said your goodbyes?
No. I haven't.
I see.
Someone else asked me something earlier. They asked me what it is I want to do.
I see. So what are you going to do now?
I'm going to see them again.
Then I wish you luck.
Well, we can't very well let them quit while they're ahead. I couldn't agree more. Permit me to present a secret plan of mine, which I believe will be perfect for the occasion, Master. A secret plan, you say? Don't worry, it should be most effective against the dregs of any malignant data still loitering with ill intent. Don't worry, it should be most effective against the dregs of any malignant data still loitering with ill intent. Would you be so kind as to help us, my little dream princess?
Yes, of course.
Now it's back to Black Spiral. Am I falling asleep again? Excuse me. Section 24, the inescapable Gehenna. Section 24, the inescapable Gehenna id. Support only. Alright then. The Black Spiral. The farthest reaches of Sophrost's mind, following his return to Chaldea. The reverse side of the pseudo-Tokyo created from fragments of his feelings, memories, and regrets. A spiral of endless darkness that stretches down into the Gehenna of his mind. This is the true second prison's tower. Silently, stoically, a lone figure makes his way down the staircase. He is a dark shadow. No, darkness personified. A demon of vengeance. A fool who has abandoned his only companion, and now walks steadfastly towards his singular goal. He halts in place, there, standing before him. Tiny thing. By now, you may be no more than embers, but I will still not let even one of you escape. Have at you. Okay. Solo fight. Count of Monte Cristo. Embers of love and hate.
暗黒の秘宝14の石炎刃と化せそうとくれてやる貫け炎
Wait.
そうとならば願え行くぞ
What? Ah, that crit chance fail.
岩窟の底に隠されし神秘陰秘の究極たる炎今ここにパラディシャトーデフ行くぞそうとそうとぜい炎
Why are you laughing? Coldly, mercilessly, he cuts the flame creatures to pieces and incinerates them. These packs of flames that leap across space to attack their targets are not his familiars at all. They are his enemy. Yes, the packs of flame creatures are in fact. Damn nuances. Bold of you accursed dregs to continue writhing even after my flames have incinerated you. Die! Nothing more than dregs. packs of Gehenna remnants the embers continue to burn. They are the very essence of fiery enemies. The flames wreathing them are not their true nature. There are quite a lot of these. Continuing to deal with them in this manner will be difficult, especially after that severe blow I suffered. In that case, it seems we've both gotten weaker since we last met. Here, in the dark reaches of the road that leads to Sopra's mental Gehenna, the two Counts of Monte Cristo stand face to face. One, the Count of Monte Cristo from the Prison Tower Singularity. The other, the Count of Monte Cristo from Chaldea, now reduced to no more than a silent shadow. Really? No. Prison Tower? Chaldea? Two Counts of Monte Cristo? That's not right. The truth is, each is both and neither at the same time. He is not Chaldea's Count of Monte Cristo. He is the embodiment of both Counts of Monte Cristo's regrets. And he is not the Count of Monte Cristo from the Prison Tower. He is the embodiment of both Counts of Monte Cristo's resolve. Each is both and neither. That is a very conflict between resolve and regret that makes these two what they are. Does nobody in here know how to shut the hell up? Oh? What are you smirking at? You think this is funny? I can't believe you. Did you actually just stage a fight to the freaking death between your own resolve and regrets? This is ridiculous. What even happened to the rest of you after you yanked those two things out anyway? Nothing. Huh? We are the flames of vengeance. Our unshakable resolve is what defines us. What else could it be? Forget it. My own damn fault for trying to take an idiot seriously. Fine, let's just leave it at that. Still, I'm surprised you were aware of the matter between my resolve and my regret. Where did you hear of it? Huh? It was your spirit urging that... Oh, right. I see now. This must be what she meant when she said not everyone can hear. Guess you two are among the unlucky ones. Come to think of it, Nightingale said something about this too. A mental injury, huh? That explains it. Oh, now you're quiet? What are you talking about? Me? You would seem to be hearing things. Have you finally lost what remains of your mind, Dragon Witch? You are gonna say that to me? They're back. But are they really back in Chaldea though? Don't you give me that. Do you have any idea how long we've been waiting for you to show up, asshole? I've had to deal with Kachikio going off to look for Hessian's head, Celery throwing impromptu concerts, a sudden Nidacrest sing-along, Gorgon getting all pissy. This was not my idea of a good time. And now what?
You finally show up and you just talk to yourself like this is some damn one-man show? Cut that shit out. This whole meetup was your idea, right? So how about you get to the freaking point and tell us where we're going already?
The bottom. The farthest reaches of Silverfrost's mine. I have an errand there at his kahina. Don't worry, it won't take long.
If it's not one thing, it's another. Those trials, that Ordeal call stuff, it's all done now, right?
Correct. We have but this errand left to attend to. My apologies for drawing you into this. What about that black shadow self of yours? It doesn't seem to have any magical energy left to do anything useful.
If you require aid in taking his head, I am happy to provide. Cut that out. Looks like you still got more Yuji Wakamaru in there than you thought.
Not to worry. This will be quick. Thank you for waiting.
Wow, you're back to your old self?
This spirit urgent still feels more like home to me. Having said that, it also appeared this errand would be more difficult for Silverfrost if I had remained in my previous spirit urgent. So I changed my appearance to something more appropriate for a killer known for his flames of vengeance. Though forcefully altering my spirit urgent did turn out to be more difficult than I thought.
You got a really messed up idea of what it means to be nice, you know that?
Yes, I'm sure you're right.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the washroom break for that. Alright. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps from each of the fire. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, next one, support only again. This time is chosen to be in the NPC support. Only NPC Edmund Dante's, Jolter, and one of the chosen NPC support can be used in this battle.
So only 3?
Alright. I'm going to need a Chris Alter. No bond for T-Bond. Because they're not my own servants. They're NPC. Okay, let's go. Oh, alright. I don't think they're not upgraded. Oh, they are. Alright. I wasn't paying attention.
了解了解。
Wait.
それが望みならば。いいのね。むむむむ。お受けなさい。よいしょ。アヌリスさんどうしてくれましょう太陽には眠っていただきます冥府と天空なる我は夜に輝く月と知れおいでませネケルスエンアヌリスこんなところかそれでいい
Wait.
残
お受けなさい。
Shit. Okay, thank you.
慈悲などいらぬ。
それが望みならば。
我が行くは恩衆の彼方。アンフェル・シャトー・ディフ。
眠れ眠れ、暗き死が待っていますよ。
Wretched thing. Well, damn, look at you go. You look like you were in pretty bad shape back in Chaldea, even before all this trial nonsense. I even saw you cough up blood in the halls a few times. So I figure your spirit urgent and spirit core must have been hanging on by a thread or something. You're more observant than I thought. It wasn't me, it was Amakusa, and Merlin, and Abby, and Kama. Then they did well. My poor condition was a result of my taking magical energy from my Chaldea itself to construct the pseudo Tokyo. We agreed on this course of action, obviously. It was a preparatory step to answer the call of duty. I'd always known this city would be my stage. So yes, that is why my Chaldean self was weakened. No longer. Both of myselves have united now. My spirit urgent is in peak condition. Huh? I have no clue what you're yammering about. But after all that talk about resolving regrets and stuff, it sure seems like you love looking at things your own weird way. Oh, and if this is you trying to confuse us, I will burn your ass to ash, here and now. Oh, now you got nothing to say? At least he hasn't escaped into his spirit form. Usually he'd be long gone by now. But he isn't. I can only assume that means this place is very important. We should all make sure we're ready for anything.
Not a problem. I always live my life as though I am on the battlefield.
That is precisely what this place is. A battlefield. Let down your guard, and the remnants of fire will burn you alive. So stay alert and keep your eyes peeled for anything. Let's go. Okay. Under most circumstances, I would never materialize in this world, regardless of the time or place. My choice to do so on this occasion was purely on a whim. I wanted to see the King of Demon Gods' flames since they raised the whole world. And so, I materialized just once. That was when I met Silverchaos and realized something. Something I never in my wildest dreams expected. Okay, and what was that? You know, it was the same for you. Just give me a straight answer. Destiny. I'm amazed you can say that kind of sappy shit with a straight face. There was just something about him that drew my eye. I'm sure it was the same for you. For all of you, in fact, you saw something shining bright in him, did you not? Huh?
True. I suppose I did see something odd in him that drew my eye. He is also quite the eccentric. I never thought anyone not from the Taira clan would want my companionship. For that matter, he is not even a member of the Genji.
You know, for all the times you've mentioned Taira this and Genji that, I still have no clue what's all that's about.
No? It's simple. We are Avengers. Hatred incarnate. What more need be said? Although, I have heard you were quite the fearsome foe once, Lady Johnny Outer.
No comment. And stop getting all Yoshitsune on me out of nowhere. Besides, if you want to talk about tough foes, what about Snake Lady over there? I heard she beat the hell out of Yushi Wakamaru.
No comment. Still, I understand your meaning, at least to a certain extent. Our master is a fool and an eccentric, but he truly sees his folly all the way through. I know what you mean. My contracted master truly is a fool. The way he always treads the line between impudence and insolence without committing either is irritating, yet strangely endearing. Don't tell him I said that.
Was that actual praise for him? No, wait, I guess you are. But it's really hard to tell.
What about you two? As I recall, you are not heroic spirits, but a mixture of phantom spirits. What do you think of our master?
Thumbs up. Yes. It seems the wolf can't have some complaints, but the fact that he is still here to share them speaks volumes. In spite of some of us swearing enmity against all of mankind, or simply harboring intense hatred, we all still saw something in Silverchaos that drew us to him. That is why we're all here now. It was no different for me. I only know what happened in the Lost Spells from their records. But as far as I can tell, he does not deserve to die in wildfire.
Huh? Is it just me? Or did you lose the whole Mr. Sao thing you had going on?
Who can say?
I knew he was popular, but damn. Not that I care though.
Shrugging as to say, good grief, yada yada daze.
I swear, I'm gonna burn all your asses. See if I don't.
The point is, we all saw something of value in him. That's all that matters. However, this will all be over soon. It won't be long before we reach Chaldea and have our final showdown. The inflection point is close at hand. Will the ember sleeping within him burst into flame, causing him to become an avenger and start down a path of fire and destruction? Or
will he choose the path of life?
Precisely. That is precisely why he must rid himself of all his fire. Our power, the power of fire and blade, exists solely to kill. It can never be used for anything else.
Maybe so, but I'm still pretty pissed at how you went about teaching him that. I'm talking about Kyrie. And his mom and his little sister.
Yes, you're right.
I don't know much about this stuff, so I'm gonna go off a hunch here. But the people in your pursuit of Tokyo weren't soulless puppets or anything like that, were they?
According to Chaldea's records, the prison tower is the pursuit of reality, a pursuit of will created from mind rather than matter. It is a mindscape made manifest, similar yet different from a reality marvel. It is a bounded field made to trap souls and minds. It is a mental world that contains multiple souls and operates as a fully functional immaterial reality. I believe that is what Chaldea's resident doctor wrote at the time.
Sorry, but I didn't get that at all.
It means you're right.
I see?
However, some questions remain. For instance, how many souls could one find on this bleached earth? If you had a holy grail, I'm sure you could have changed summoned a few heroic spirits. But what about all the others? You couldn't have used Master Soul. Even if you wanted to, you're simply not able. Given how weak your Black Shadow self was, I must assume the only resources freely available to you were those within your own spirit urgent. So then, if the people who inhabited this pseudo-Tokyo prison truly did have souls, they would have to be...
Well, say something, damn it.
If you have time to dwell on such trivialities, you should instead spend it watching for enemies. Now, come on.
Man, you got no freaking clue how to talk to people, do you?
End of darkness, oh boy. The group of Avengers continue their descent as they fend off embers of vengeance. The black spiral appears to go on forever. Someone speaks up. Is this thing ever going to end? One Avenger answers, "This is the end."
Huh? The hell? Where do stairs go?
So, to you it was a staircase. Suffice to say, there are no rules about how one descends to Gehenna. Do not allow your mind to be limited by common sense. Expand your perceptions. We have arrived. This is the Gehenna buried deep in Silver's mind. Take a look.
At what? There's nothing here. It's just pitch black as far as the eye can see.
What did I just tell you? Expand your perceptions. I'm sure you two can see them if you try.
Okay, I see them now. But what, are they?
I thought it looks like a dick out of a pants or something at the tower. Before them stand enormous, distorted, chalk white stone pillars. They towered over the Avengers, stretching so far into the endless bounds of Silver's mind that they seemed as though they might pierce its walls. They were once the dregs of all the nightmares and despair Silver's has overcome. The dregs of all the lingering regrets, grudges, and wishes his enemies left behind. Over the course of the many singularities and lost bouts he has visited. Over time, these dregs coalesced. Over time, these dregs coalesced, consumed, and warped into one another, creating wholly new forms. These gigantic, horrible pillars look for all the world like
Demon God pillars?
They also seem like the trees of emptiness I've seen in the records. What are those things?
Those are the dregs of despair. I burnt most of them anyway. I expected I would track down any that got away and finish the job soon. However,
What do you mean, you burned them away? Just look at them all.
ha 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 ha! They appear even taller than the buildings I saw in Tokyo. What's more, they seem to have formed a pack. The Lost Belt dregs are even larger than those from the singularities. They're impossible to miss. They are the enemy that has been clinging to Silver's mind, doing their best to claim his mind and soul for themselves. Everyone, get ready. These shall be our final prey.
我が行くは温州の彼方アンペルシャトーティフ
剣は憎悪、竜は復讐、炎は王法。 し貫くは何もかもラグロンドメントジュヘイ。
Okay.
Crap! That was my noble freaking phantasm. It didn't do shit. Come on. It's not like these things are using folklore defense too. That should at least have done something to them.
It is possible that their tremendous bulk lends them defensive abilities on par with folklore defense. Be careful. I can tell they have incredible stores of magical energy built up.
They're growing. It used to be that I could burn away the Drex here all on my own. They were weak. I could erase them with only a single flame. But these are growing. More than that, they're growing beyond anything I even imagined to be possible. They have been growing even faster since they wandered into that garden. Now, they keep reviving and growing bigger and more distorted with every nightmare Silverchaos has.
Huh? What's that mean? Nightmares? Garden? What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind that. The point is, your plan failed and the Drex you left for later grew beyond your control, yes? That's right. It was my biggest miscalculation and my greatest regret by far. This is also why I kept you here, Avengers. Unless we can burn all these things away, we will have failed to fulfill our duty and Silverchaos will never be able to reach his final destination. These masses of flesh will continue to grow and swell without limit. These fragments that have been piling up in the recesses of Silverchaos' mind should have disappeared long ago. But now, thanks to a near endless supply of food, they are coagulating into something truly magnificent.
Food? You mean someone's been feeding these things?
I do. Someone who thrives on chaos. Someone who laughs in the face of Judgment Day. Someone who transformed his very body into magnificent data to infiltrate Silverchaos' mind. Someone who grew by leaps and bounds thanks to a nightmare in the garden, and who continues to riff it and scheme as he makes designs on Silverchaos' life. This man with his wicked smile can only be...
Right you are. It is I. Cagliostro, of course. Alright. This is the, this is a warm-up fight. But no my own servants in it. It just says, it literally says support only. Let's see here. Okay. Alright, so section 25, decisive battle, final apostle Cagliostro. This is Pretender. Right you are. It is I.
Cagliostro? What the hell? Are you guys seeing this? That pillar has a face.
Impressive trick. Cagliostro, did you arrive here ahead of us and fuse with that pillar?
Technically, you and I have not met. But I suppose expecting such fine distinctions from you is a waste of time.
I take it you did meet my clone then? He's dead now. His spirit urchin was completely destroyed. He pretended to be the third trial, a heroic spirit of humanity. He was most diligent about toying with your minds. But unfortunately, he was a bit too fixated on his rivalry with the Count of Monte Cristo. I suppose it can't be helped. His capacity was limited, so it was inevitable he would make immature decisions. Poor thing. But no matter. It was never more than a means of testing my plan for the Master of Chaldea's death. I, on the other hand, I am the true spirit urgent. I am the one who orchestrated this plot on the Master of Chaldea's life. Cagliostro, the magnanimous Data. Malignant Data. Dante's used the same term. So then, this Cagliostro spirit urchin must be. Listen well, Count of Monte Cristo. Those 7 trials you prepared? Your so-called Call of Duty? Not bad. As filters for setting your master on the right path go, humanity certainly is skilled at crafting irritating new tricks. But that one maneuver of yours was an absolute masterpiece. What a shame that you weren't able to witness the Master of Chaldea be consumed by the flames of vengeance up close and in person. Ah well, I suppose you're just too soft to touch. Why settle for something as simple as a trial? Why not go all the way and carry out executions? You really are much too gentle. That's why I had to at least slip into Deathstorm King. Too bad it didn't go as you hoped. That I cannot deny. Not to worry, you'll have your execution. The Pseudo Tokyo, its true name, the inescapable Gehenna. Yes, this was indeed the venue for a trial, but that was not its only purpose. Oh, whatever do you mean? You see, this was my goal all along, luring out the last of the magnificent Data so that I might fully and finally incinerate it. That's right, this prison was always meant for you, Cagliostro.
Now I see. This is our duty as Avengers, to cut off that head once and for all.
Ha! Hilarious. Look at you, a pack of fiends and villains. Pitiful Avengers who long ago strayed from their proper path. If anything, I'll be striking a blow for purity and justice when I squash you like the bugs you are. Avengers can never be anything more than creatures of cruelty and darkness. How fitting that I, blessed by the light of the foreign god, should be the one to pass judgment upon you. My true name is Alessandro di Cagliostro, but you may call me Cagliostro, the final apostle. Come, I shall face you with all my might and soul.
I'm going Kachikyo. Oof. Alright, I can't recover it. Battle ends after 3 turns. Okay, so I have to survive.
過激をわかるなればいいのね。
残酷なことだ。
燃え尽きなさいな。
How the fuck you get that crit shit while we don't? Fuck off, man.
こんなところかそれでいい
Didn't work. I'm not gonna lose one of my thing.
過激をは死なず選択任せなさいのそこ邪魔だよそこそこから先命の行き止まりよ
Yeah. Can't do anything. Alright, now I can use my own servants in this final Apostle Cagliostro. It's just like when we fought him before. We're barely making a dent. I'll never be able to burn him to ash like this, and it's just getting worse. We can't release our noble phantasm true names. This is bad. Our magical energy connection to Master is cut off. Correct. This is my noble phantasm, Rebellion al Monde. Its true worth lies in the destruction of order. It does require some time and effort to activate, but once that is done, it seizes control of order and rules themselves, rewriting and twisting them beyond recognition. For example, if I wanted to concentrate all the magical energy flowing through this place into myself, thereby gaining unlimited regenerative capabilities and sealing my opposition's power in one fell swoop, I can make it happen just like that. Now, do you understand, you pathetic familiars? If the human body is a microcosmos unto itself, I now command the very movements of its celestial bodies. Every last magical circuit running through Master Soapfrost's body is now under my control. That includes Pseudo-Tokyo, the dark regions we are in right now. The trial battlefields you created to help Master achieve his duty. Thanks to my noble phantasm, I have rewritten them all into a world of my own creation.
Now he's laughing at us. Bastard. Indeed, this is most infuriating. But be that as it may, we are not going to get anywhere doing so little damage.
Neither our physical nor magical attacks are having much effect. I'm not taking everything he says at face value. But if he really does have full control over this Pseudo-Tokyo, this whole world built in Master's mind, then we are at a tremendous disadvantage. If we were in the physical world, this would be as if
he's taken all the mana in the atmosphere for himself. Were this the age of God's atmosphere, I could do something about that. But this place is just too unusual. So even as servants, there's nothing we can do. We can't fight how we want, release our true names, or even use our noble phantasms.
yes, this would seem to be quite a problem.
Ah, damn it! This should be easy. All we should have to do is smash his stupid exposed face. But now, it looks like we might actually lose. This is bullshit.
If I use my entire Spirit Urgent and Spirit Core for fuel, I'm certain I can take him beyond love and hate. However, That's true. Even though I am technically no longer living, this cursed spirit urchin still has limits. Even as a heroic spirit, there is only so much I can do. I'm afraid I just don't quite have enough fire.
Don't have enough what?
Huh? Is that? No way.
I'm sorry. I should never have had to put you into this position. I cannot believe I am still so powerless that even now, I need to borrow your fire.
It's fine. I'm always happy to lend you some fire, my accomplice. Believe me, you and I are going to have a talk. But it can wait until after.
Master? Master? But this place, I thought you couldn't come here unless this asshole brought you. I believe the appropriate modern Magecraft terminology for this would be Vision Quest. Though I did not know until now that my contracted master undertook such things.
Let's see here. I figured it was about time I tried a rem of my own accord. Though of course, I couldn't have done it on my own. So, I asked for help. Sorry to keep you all waiting. How foolish. How utterly, comically foolish. To think you have brought your mind and soul to this world I control completely, and you did it of your own free will. Still, this does save me quite a bit of time and trouble. So for that, you have my thanks. Now I can shred your mind and soul. And be done with it. Still, since you came all this way, Master of Chaldea, how about we undertake one last, ultimate trial? I, Cagliostro, the final apostle, shall be the one to pass judgment on your path and soul.
Sorry, Lobo, but we're gonna need you to keep Master safe on your back. You got that, Hessian? Everyone, now is the time. Call upon the last of your magical
Typo right there.
Call upon the last of your magical energy. Master is here. We can win.
I don't think so. Now that my spirit urchin has become one with this world, I am the very microcosmos that is this human body. My magical energy is all but infinite. You haven't a hope of exhausting it. Cagliostro, the self-proclaimed final apostle, an empty mockery of a man, devoid of self or substance. You are the fool here, for you can't even see how truly empty you've become. Your death bill will be the perfect party gift as we set off on the last leg of our journey to Antarctica. Let's go, Avengers!
Oops, I changed this. Alright, who was my foreigner? Wait, let me see there. What was the weakness of him for Cagliostro, the tower? Super large. None of them. Shit. I was expecting to have the MP loot, so I could have like wherever that thing, but I don't think it's not possible to do so. Unless, let me see. I'm trying to look up what's the special damage against that. Whatchamacallit here. Maybe I can go with the Hessian Lobo, my own. The bonus damage. Scotty. I probably will have to change it later. This. Wound up. Let me change you this into a Scotty instead of her. So my Scotty. Yeah. I think Hessian Lobo will do well. Man, actually, oh, that's in the third skill. Yeah, I guess that's about right. Yeah, I guess I'm all good to go. An imposter manifestation.
全秩序全法則の書き換え完了。混沌よ来たれ。ここに無尽の魔力を持ってカリオストロがお相手しよう。
Sure.
古きルーム。こういうこともできる。
要件は分かってますよね。
古きルーム。古きルーム。
悪い策はできてないとは言わせないぞ。
なんだと？
Something flutters by. Dorman's talisman. Oh shit, I didn't even read it.
そうでなくては。
ささやか。
No. Actually, that's not bad. Yeah, that's fine. Because I'm pretty sure the first skill is just scatter it and then defense up. What's the point of it? Yeah. This one is just battle ends at the second break point, the purple bar. So that should be easy. What the fuck? Oh, right. I got the wait, how did that happen? Oh, chaotic mechanism. That's why. Okay. Bye-bye.
そうでなくては。
You damaged my spear urgent.
Alright. This will be the last fight. One final moment. That is gonna be Monte Cristo that will deal with that final blow against the Apostle Cagliostro. Oh boy. Are you guys all ready for this? I sure am.
What is this? Why can't my regeneration keep up? I should have complete control over this microcosmos. Oh! I see. Could it be that the true owner of this microcosmos can rival even my own limitless power? No. No, that can't be. No pathetic excuse for a mage like the Master of Chaldea could take complete control of his own magical circuits.
Maybe not normally, but right now, I feel like I can do anything.
Time to finish this. Let's go.
Smoothly and swiftly, his right hand plunges into the ground. No, not the ground, his shadow. Just as you did in Pseudo Tokyo, he reaches for something that was once part of his own spirit urgent, and pulls with all his might. Another Count of Monte Cristo? Let's finish this! Burn it all to the ground! Okay. Alright. Summer Scotty, you're in. In this quest, only one Edmond Dantes can be selected. Yeah, I know. But you know what? I have something to tell you. I'll tell you what, later. By that Gordon Ramsay's quote in Hell's Kitchen elimination process of voting. I can't switch it. Damn. Oh well. But I will tell you something later. Edmond Dantes. Get back in line. Summer Scotty, get your ass up here. Give all buff to Monte Cristo.
So. 我が黒煙がその道を開く。パラディシャトーデフ。しかして希望せん。くれてやる。
What is this thing here? Yeah, that's fine.
我が身は炎なれば。救世主の山に隠されし伝説。神なき人々が見る絶望。パラディシャトーデフ。行くぞ。
Oh, really? Of course you got that.
そうと。我が黒煙がその道を開く。パラディシャトーデフ。しかして希望せん。そうでなく。
今は楽しめ。いずれ終わるのだから。
Now, everyone. Alright, assholes. You two finish him off.
Heh, how cool. I follow a path beyond love and hate. And for Chateau d'If. Behold this purifying flame from beyond love and hate. How about this Chateau d'If?
我が行くは温州の彼方。アンデル・シャトー・ディフ。温州の果てを越え、お前はお前の明日を行け。我が黒煙がその道を開く。パラディ・シャトー・ディフ。待て。しかして希望せよ。
I see. So these are the flames that burn down to your soul. The dark possibilities beyond love and hate. Yes, I see. This would be too much for a human to handle. This heat is intense enough to destroy my entire continuum. Yet it is not even it is not even scratching the hose of this microcosmos. Indeed, these flames of purification truly are meant only for one's bitter enemies. As for you, Master of Chaldea, your resolve to stand and fight, even knowing our battleground is your very mind, was truly magnificent. Very well then. Your next step is to demonstrate that resolve before that great organization. Though, of course, that assumes your ability to destroy all the elements I left for you.
We can kill him now, yeah? I'm just gonna go ahead and put an end to this. You talk damn too much. Burn!
Alright.
Nah, I don't want Nero Summer. Not rowing for her. Alright, section 25. Done. So, well, you've got some pretty incredible timing. I mean, we might not have been able to kill him if you hadn't. Still, we probably would have been okay if we lost an adventurer too. We can't go with you past that wall of humanity anyway, right? So...
I feel like she may have left out some important points, but on the whole, I agree. Master, so fast. There are things I would like to say about your coming to our aid, despite the risk to yourself. But for now, I'll just say, thank you.
Thumbs up.
I appreciate your coming here, Master. But how are you going to get back? That won't be a problem. From the magical energy at work here, I can sense Abigail, the mages, the incubus, and something else I don't quite understand, all lending a helping hand.
Huh? So you really brought in all the dream-related heavy hitters?
Who cares how he gets back? What matters is that our work here is done. It's long past time we were freed from the restraints of these spirit urgings. Am I wrong?
Oh. It's long past time we were freed from the restraints of these spirits. I came here to say something to all of you. Did you all really think a few words was going to cut it? So far, you've done the talking and I've been listening. I can't say goodbye like this. Not like this.
I know. I am afraid you have no choice but to let us go. Don't make this harder than it has to be. You cannot finish your journey if you bring our fire and blood with you. Though, of course, if you truly do wish to decorate your journey with blood and flame, then we will gladly accompany you to the Antarctic. But that is not what you want, is it? Good. That is the Silverchaos I know. You should be at loss for how to respond to a question like that. Listen well, because I'm only going to say this once.
Go where your heart takes you. Lead your own way. Take the path of salvation, not destruction. Shake head. No. Shake head again. No, 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 no.
Now what? He's not backing down an inch.
Fascinating.
What a hassle. I recognize that look. That is the same look on Shauna O's face as whenever she insists on having her way.
This does seem bad. I have no memories of this myself, but according to my caster self's memories, once my contracted master gets like this, it's very difficult to get him to change his mind. He may well insist we accompany him to Antarctica.
Panicking? Alter.
Panicking?
Calm down, Alter.
I really am no match for you. Very well then. We will leave shadows of ourselves on the Spirit Urger graph. They won't be as strong as us, but they should still be useful. Silverchaos, you do understand we can no longer accompany you, yes?
But
Master, you heard the asshole, right? Please, don't make this harder than it has to be.
Alter.
We're back to that again? Look, I don't really fit in anywhere, right? I don't have a hometown. I never went to school. No family, no friends. Nobody's gonna miss me when I'm gone. I don't really care what happens to Earth either. I don't care if it all burns down, stays bleached, whatever. But none of that's true of you. There are things you want to get back, right? You have a home you want to go back to. People you want to see again. You can't give up on any of that. At least, that's the kind of person I thought you were. Was I wrong?
Hang your head and grind your teeth.
Forget vengeance. Forget about us. You have your own path to travel. Leave your anger and grief behind. Leave your fire to us. Let your tomorrow be filled with hope.
Say nothing and nod firmly.
Oh no. Those Avengers who were there with me will now be staying behind.
I'm gonna really miss them.
I'm really gonna miss them.
待て。しかして希望せよ。
Oh, voices. I didn't expect that to happen.
天の星々のすべてが見ている。お前の行く先にこそ光はあると知るがいい。お互いに長い旅だったな。共犯者。
Okay, wow. That's a nice way to surprise us for the voices here. Yeah. And you head to the end of the journey. Okay, this is the end of the Ordeal Call 2, Id, for the final part.
They should be back any moment now, right?
Hmm?
Who are you talking about? You know, Amakusa, Abigail, and those other servants who helped Master get to his mental kahina. Is this an occult matter? You're welcome to your personal taste, of course, but as a medical professional, you may want to refrain from discussing such matters at work. Huh? No, Listen, I don't profess to know whether you're triplets or quintuplets, but... Is something wrong? No, I just sent Mr.
She felt a familiar aura behind her, his unique aura. Sensing it, she turned around, only to find...
Coffee. That coffee wasn't here before, right? No, it wasn't. Someone must have left it here and not said anything. What a strange man. You think he learned some manners one of these days?
Well, hello, my dear Maria. You know, I just found something fascinating at that table. It wasn't there a moment ago, but when I looked just now, there it was.
Oh my! Is that true, Amadeus? What a wonderful little mystery! So what was it you found?
This. It looks like some kind of coupon.
Oh goodness, how wonderful! Do you know what this is, Amadeus? It's a coupon for the kitchen. Bring this to them, and they'll make you the most delicious chocolate cake you've ever tasted.
Huh? You don't say.
It's true. I remember Mr. Saleri talking about it once, where we... What a relief. If you left without saying anything, I'd be sobbing right about now.
Oh, please. We both know you're not the type. Look, I'm just here to be polite, especially since it looks like I've got some time. Tell the little one something for me, will you? Oh, and select the other one. Select the other one for me too.
I will. Though, I'm going to make sure it doesn't escalate beyond that. At least, to the extent I can.
Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna get going now.
Okay. Goodbye. You may not have been my sister, but I always thought of you that way. Is there anything you'd like me to pass on to him for you?
Nah, not my style. Besides, dream time is over. He's gotta move on. Staying in place, looking back at the past, that's for Avengers like us to do. Is she being stubborn or truthful? Nobody will ever know. With the slightest of quavers in her voice, she says, "Well, bye." Another voice again. Is she saying to her other self or to her master, even though he isn't there? Either way, when the saint turns, there's no one there to see. The dragon witch is gone. The tear rolling down her cheek, her determined voice, her secret passion, her fiery vengeance. All disappear, as if dissolving in the light of day. And then...
Woo!
But I'm really gonna miss those Avengers. And we got the C rank. Chapter completion reward. Faraway days have been sent. Pressing box. Extra one. Avenger, of course. And we have some new anomaly detected for presidential singularity. Actually, no, the third ordeal call. Where the hell is the... Check here. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around here. I know this is the Olga Marie fight, the second battle. So I have to prepare again. Which I will do the off stream to do the voice impression again. Where the hell is it? Do I have to go back? Because there was an appendix. Oh, it says unlocks 3 hours after clearing section 26. Well, that's kind of dumb. Do I have to wait for 3 more hours for this appendix to show up? Okay, this is editing commentary version. Yes, you heard me right. It is part of that story-wise, according to Wiki walkthrough, to unlock for final or secret quest appear. I'm not going to wait for the next 3 hours later upon continue with live streaming because of my schedule, plus it's past 10 PM PST and feeling tired, so I decided to do it next day with off-stream record session.
The next day.
Alright, appendix. To wrap this up, conclusion for Ordeal Call 2, it. See what's happening.
And that family turned out to be a pack of Oni in disguise. Real nasty ones, too. They'd taken brides, kill them, take them, kill them, and to top it all off, they'd then invite the bride's family to wake and kill them too. Before they knew it, their well was so full of corpses, it began attracting huge, monstrous birds. But then, who should appear but a certain traveling Omyoji monk, who then... Okay, is there a point to this story? I was just getting to it. Oh, speak of the devil, there's a monk now.
Are you talking about me? Goodness, but this road looks dangerous. I don't like the look of that border guard one bit. I think I'll just go back the way I came. Oh me, oh my. Oh me, oh my.
Hold on there, doll man. I have a message for you from Kachikio.
Alright. Huh? You're saying there were some similarities between myself and Count Cagliostro?
That's right. According to Kachikio, well, what Kachikio heard from Salieri, there were some things about this final apostle Cagliostro that reminded them distinctly of Caster of Limbo. I took a look at the records myself, and I saw what they meant with the similar speaking patterns. But the thing that really clinched it was the pentagram on his forehead. So tell us, Dollman, or should I say, Caster of Limbo? Was Cagliostro another one of your Shikigami? Because if he was, I'll have no choice but to honor Kachikio's last request and take your head.
Ooh, did somebody said head?
You be quiet, Shana O.
Come now, I had nothing to do with this. Well, maybe the tiniest little something.
Oh?
But only in the sense that I was putting my heart and soul into tricks I learned a long time ago. I tracked down exactly where the malignant data, that is, Cagliostro, was hiding inside Master. Then I prepared a sort of antivirus spell to counteract it and embedded it into his soul. Then, with the help of the various heroic spirits associated with dreams, I sent the spell where it needed to go, as you know.
No earthly idea what he's talking about.
Oh, that is to say, I'm a good egg. You need not worry about me.
What do you think, Mentor? Do you buy it?
I'm not clear on the details, but you said something about tricks you learned a long time ago, yes? That sounds to me like you just admitted to being Caster of Limbo.
I can assure you, I said nothing of the sort.
Rah! I still don't know what's going on here, but I know a cue when I hear one. You rang, Ki-chan? I told you to call me Mentor, Kichi. Oh hey, Mambo-chan. What you do this time? You can tell me, whatever it is. I won't get mad. Pinky swear.
Please stop! Don't come any closer. I can see that orange you're palming.
Could I please? We just don't have enough party members for the raid. You only have to join my group for a little bit. Onegai!
You want to go on a raid?
Yes. But not a real one. An online one.
Oh, I see. Wait, online? Okay, I'm not the most tech-savvy guy, but does the internet even exist right now?
No, it doesn't. But I did set up an intranet in the border that Tomochi and I have been using to compete. But I still need one more party member for my next raid.
It's great that you're having fun, but don't get so caught up in your game that you neglect your actual combat training, please. Hey, don't look at me. This wasn't even my idea. Alright, how about you two and I head down to the combat simulator right now? If you have the energy to fight in a game, you have the energy to fight for real. The exercise will do you good.
Huh? I'm not really big on sports and athletic stuff, so... You're the same, right, Manducato?
Me? I'm actually pretty outdoorsy. I even go camping by myself sometimes. Those three. Osaka Behime, Manducato, and Boudica. You definitely don't see them hanging out together too much. Maybe that'll change. You know, there's something about you two that reminds me of my own kids. You're so cute.
That's really nice of you to say, but I need to hurry back to my raid before...
What do you think, Mash? Want to join her?
Of course. If you're going to play a game, Senpai, I'll be right there to join you.
What's this here?
This place. It's feeling. Could it be? No, surely not. But maybe. Uncle? Uncle Edmund? Are you there?
I am. Though I'm merely an echo of my former self, my spirit urchin left only this shadow behind.
So then, what's going to happen to Master's deep, dark place now?
His journey will soon be over. Gehenna will remain contained. Still, good point. I'll leave the key with you.
He's going to miss you. No, I think he already does.
That may be, Abigail, but I know you understand why I can't stay. There will never be more than 7 seats prepared in the fight to save humanity. Perhaps at one point, an exception could have been made, but... alas, what's done is done. I'm entrusting the rest to you. One day, the gates of an ancient hell may open again. And if that time comes, I'm counting on you to finish the job, Abigail.
I will. Goodbye, Uncle. Goodbye. Your darkness was darker than the dead of night, but your flame was brighter than the stars. Goodbye, avengers who burnt like fire. Goodbye, tears that burned so hot they threatened to consume themselves as well. May you all rest in peace. May your journey be blessed. And even if your sky isn't pure blue, I hope that, if nothing else, the stars built across that darkness will keep lighting your way.
Alright. Marie Antoinette altar. Yeah, I'm not gonna read it. Well, that wraps up for this conclusion of the Ordeal Call to Id. I didn't have a chance to check in the present box to look at the Craft Essence Faraway Days. Look at that. Some sort of like a high school memories of the photo taken right there. How awesome is this? Effects gain 2 stars, 2 crit stars each turn, and increase debuff resist by 15%. That looks kind of shit, but let's see on the details. A path I once saw, now a scene's kept deep in my memory. It includes the places I want to return to, and the people I want to see again. Through a few coincidences, a few strokes of luck, and a few what-ifs all gathered here, a special photo opportunity. This is photo data of a dream. It's a scene of a warm spring day where nothing was lost. You quietly imagine these scenes, the continuation of those days that have existed in your mind, yet will never return. Yeah. We're gonna miss these kind of like Avengers who were with me. Now, they can't go. Very sad. Yep, that's pretty much about it. Alright, so that really wraps up with Ordeal Call to Id. As I look into my room for Spear Urgent list, those Avenger servants who was there with me before were now set to status as Link Lost, including Johnny Alter Berserker because she has same personality, and Monte Cristo with Link Bad. Not sure why. Probably he was there before I split with Edmund Dantes. Johnny Alter Santa Lily doesn't affect with her status because she's the past version, so could either be good or evil trait person when she grows up. Plus, she's just a side story event, so nothing very important than the main story version. That really sums up the sad part and really gonna miss those Avengers. But eventually, they will meet up at Antarctica if I ever need to call for help as finale. The next Ordeal Call 3 to be named as Archetype Inception and will be located in Southern European area. which my guess would be either in Italy, Slovenia, or Croatia. But some servants can be different for nationalities they came from, much like Ordeal Call 1, Paper Moon, and it would be expecting to release in near end of July or beginning August 2026. But they made 3 split parts of the stories with a limit of time to end in mid-October 2026, before it became permanent in near end of January 2027. That's all for Ordeal Call 2 It. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in Ordeal Call 3 Archetype Inception on near end of July or beginning of August 2026 in Livestream on Twitch. Peace out.